We were just talking about that Florida Representative Gates that got a woman threw her wine at him. We don't know if it's red or white. Didn't get into that, but Dave was.
But it's a felony to throw something at an elected official.
In the warmth of Florida, female,
yep,
white.
You think it's white?
Oh yeah.
Chard, Sauvignon Blanc,
Pinot, probably.
Oh, you think a Pinot Gris? Pinot Gris.
I think so.
Okay.
Chardonnay, please.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the woman.
Yes and yes.
Well, I've seen her mugshot.
She's a white.
She's a white.
She's a white. Okay, we have a white.
Throwing a white.
Throwing a white on
At
a white. Okay.
And I can guarantee you, she, just by judging a book by its cover, which you know I love to do.
That's your thing.
When she was getting arrested, she was yelling, "Are you serious?
Okay.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Are you serious?"
You know what Dave said? I found this interesting during the commercial break. We were talking politics in here, which sometimes we do. He's our political correspondent. And he said a lot of folks that are really extreme on camera, like Gates is, he is really playing to the cameras, that behind the scenes, people say, they're really more muted. They're much more subdued. They're like, easy to get along with, genteel. And I heard a woman from CBS, Leslie Stahl, who's on 60 Minutes. She interviewed President Trump once off camera, or she had done the interview, and when it was over, she said, "Why do you act so on camera? Why do you do all these crazy antics?" And he said, "I have to get my base, churned up." And he's like, "I just do that stuff, just to get them going." And she told that on CBS. And I think that's probably true.
There are people out there, and even old radio DJs, the shock jocks. I mean, when the light goes on, they go on.
Yeah,
and
it's your character. It's your brand.
But that to me, but that shouldn't be in politics.
Well, it's carried over there.
It has,
and it's working.
Yeah, it
for
is.
some of the bases, and I don't know if.
But if you're known, if you're known for whatever your stances are, you get more heat, which means you get more power, more media attention, which means more money. Which means you're more likely to stay.
But it has become so much about keeping the job and making money and building your brand that somewhere along the line they've forgotten about the people that they represent. Now, I know that sounds very Pollyanna.
But they would sit there and say, "But they're voting for me."
Well, they are, but
so they are supporting.
But you're churning them up really by not. They don't make deals anymore. They don't work together.
You're kind of bastardizing the system a little bit.
I said to you, if our founding fathers could come back for 2 weeks and take a look at us, they'd probably say, "My God, what have we done? We gave them this great system, and look how they've abused it."
Then I said, "Yeah, but they used to go out in the woods and shoot each other."
But
duels.
It was regulated.
Just a handful.
Just not that many, and it had rules. There were rules to the duels. I saw Hamilton. I saw Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean they were gentlemen about it.
Okay, yes.
You mean the hip hop musical?
That's right.
They were aristocrats.
Best stage show I've ever seen, and I avoided it for 2 years. I said, I said it can't be as good as you say it is.
Well, it scared you.
All right, little bit. I was like, how can this be good?
He's black. They're rapping.
I showed it to my son. It was halfway through the movie. I mean, it's not the movie. It was on stage, but it was on Apple or Disney.
Right, Disney showed it.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
It's amazing. Oh my God, it washes over you. It's so good. It's over, and you're like, where'd the 2 hours go? It's that good, 2.5 hours. And I said to my son, halfway through it, I said, blah, 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 and George Washington. And my son said, wait, that's George Washington? Yeah, it is.
To watch history come alive.
Listen, now when I think of Hamilton that's who I think of.
That's
who
They're all black and Puerto Rican?
Yes. George Washington was this strapping, great-looking black guy. And I said, that's George Washington. To me now, when somebody says George Washington, I do not think
this guy in the dollar bill.
Yeah, I don't think of him. That's how good a show that is.
It is a good show.
I love
him. The king is white. He's it.
The king is white. And very
hilarious.
And very funny.
He drools.
He does. God, you've got to see that show. Go get it on Disney Plus and watch. Biggie, have you seen it?
Half of it.
What? You can't stop halfway through with Hamilton.
I couldn't get into it.
You couldn't get into Hamilton? It is blow me away talent.
You didn't like
That's
the history
how
part.
Great it is.
I felt it was miscast.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Who did you want in there? Eminem?
Amazing. Now, I absolutely loved it. All right, see if you're impressed by this. This is about talent as well. A gentleman can sing songs now, and he's doing it on his social media and TikTok channels and YouTube. He sings a song and plays guitar backwards. And then when you play the tape backwards, you hear what the song is. And there is some talent to this. Let me give you an example now. See if you know what this song is. All right, now he is playing the guitar and singing it backwards. Okay?
Singing songs backwards and then flipping it forwards to see how close I am.
Okay.
Okay, do you know the song? Because when I flip it around, it's going to be like, wow, that's the song.
I don't know. Is it Harry Styles?
It is not Harry Styles. You want to guess that song?
I got nothing.
We should have done this for Put Up or Shut Up Rock and Roll Trivia.
No, I got nothing.
All right, we're going to play that tape. He did it. We're going to play what he did backwards.
Rewind.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? That he can, I mean, he says the words literally backwards, so you hear them as the song, the Rick Astley song, when it turns around.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good hook there. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I heard, this. I'm going to date myself here, but there's an old cat in radio called Dr. Demento.
Yeah, he could do that. He could do stuff like
but
that.
people would submit their tapes, and a guy did that
Yeah,
to one of his songs
yeah,
back in the 1970s when I was
yeah.
listening to the radio show. And I can't remember the song he did.
Mm-hmm. But he could sing it like that, and then
he sang it backwards and then just literally flipped the tape over.
Well,
and it was
to me, that's a talent.
That's an interesting skill.
It is.
It is.
That is quite a skill to have. Now, see if you're impressed by this. A man has broken a world record. From time to time, we do this. A Guinness World Record has been broken. Guy has put together a Mr. Potato Head with all of its parts in the correct slots while blindfolded in 12.1 seconds. And that is the new record. And Guinness was on hand to take a look at that. And Chris Demm says he doesn't care. He doesn't care about that. Mr. Potato Head Toy Assembly, 12.11 seconds.
How many
is the new record.
parts are there?
We got 2 ears.
Feet, arms, face, hat, plastic spud. So let's see, you got 2 ears, the nose, the lips, the glasses, the eyes went on. About 12 parts, I think, and the legs go on in the arms. And so he was able to do it without, and they mixed up the...
Ooh. Is this an ear? Is this an eye?
Well, he holds another record as well. It took him 10.4 seconds to record the fastest time finishing a Capri Sun beverage pouched drink while blindfolded and not given the straw. So he was able to poke
He had to jab it?
He had to jab it, poke it in the right way.
And chug it?
Are you impressed by that record?
More.
Same. He's a German. He's a German, and he holds both records for doing that. So you have that.
Plenty of kids have tried it.
I never could get the Capri Sun to work.
straw?
With. I would always go through it.
Biggie, you probably had your share.
Oh, yeah.
Do they put them still in the pouches, or is it more?
Oh, yeah. No, it's pouches, baby.
But I would always overshoot and go through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of your, growing up.
Yeah, and it would squirt out both sides. The first time I ever had it, I said, "What has my mother done to me?"
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I wanted it because it seemed like a cool thing.
Looked good.
Yeah, but then the straw was so jabby on the other side.
Well, you can add this to the list. I've never had one.
You never had a Capri Sun? Well,
No,
When
it
would
came
I?
later.
your age,
Yeah, I'm too
your
old.
age. That's
Yeah.
right. But you've never been to like we used? Well, no, because when we had parties for my son, birthday parties or little league stuff, you'd have them, but you'd also have waters for the adults, So you wouldn't do a jabby like that.
Yeah, but learning to puncture it just right, that's part of childhood.
It is. It's like that. It's like the primitive version of that vampire straw we just heard about. The vampire straw is an invention.
It's metal, right?
It's a metal straw that you can drink through, but it has a pointy end that you can also use for self-defense. You can stab somebody in the neck with it. That's why
You
they call
can't take it on a plane.
No, a guy got in trouble, arrested for trying to take it on the plane. He goes, "What do you mean? It's my drinking device." I said, "That's a weapon."
Don't even try it.
And it is
I
all.
did have to learn how to open a milk carton, a paper milk carton.
Now that could be
You know,
tough.
in first grade.
it's not
you know,
easy.
because that's what you got at lunch.
Yep.
At the cafeteria.
And you can't do it from the wrong side, or it won't work for you. Not nearly as well.